Well, good evening everyone and welcome to Star Model Ninja. It's me, Ross Medlock. So, welcome to my show. Tonight we'll be carrying on with the DSV submarine, which we started last week. I think it was a week before, can't remember now. But we'll go quickly to chat and see what's going on with that. But just a quick warning, I'm on my own tonight, so anything could go wrong. Mrs. M's still not feeling too good after her little operation, so she decided to spend the night in bed instead. So fair enough for her. So first of all, we've got Richard Pezel, I think it is. Hi Richard, and welcome to the show. Then we've got he's saying hello Ross and everyone, hugs all around. Then we've got Sprue and Glue saying hi Ross, Christine, Richard and chat. And there's me just saying hi to all. Then we've got Colin from Festa 67 Workshop saying hi folks. And we've got Richard saying hi to Colin and Sprue saying hi to Colin. Then you've got Colin saying hi to Richard and David. Then you've got Richard Russell saying hi to Sprue. Then you've got Johnny, welcome. Evening peeps, gonna stay quiet tonight. I think you said that the other day, or last week I think, or what it was. That never happened, did it? And we've got Dan Harrison saying good evening Chief and Mrs. M. Then we've got Dan also saying good evening everyone, hope you're all well and having a great weekend. Then you've got Sprue and Glue saying hi to Dan and Johnny. Then we've got Johnny saying evening Sprue. Then we've got Dan Harrison saying hi Sprue and Glue. Then we've got Rich Presser saying hello to Johnny and Dan. Dan Harrison saying anything can happen in the next half hour. Yeah, very true. Then we've got Johnny saying hello to Richard. And Dan Harrison saying hello to Richard. So that's the chat call up. Okay, so on Tuesday I was supposed to do a prize giveaway, but I forgot all about it. So I'm going to be doing it tonight instead. So I will be doing that at the end of the show. So what it will be is I've got a double of it. So it is the Mortal Rounds magazine and it's issue 56. That will be given away as a prize and I'll explain the rules and everything at the end of the show. So I've just got to remember to make sure I do that this time. Hugh Gordon's in. Welcome, Gordon. He's saying good evening Ross and everyone in Chatland. And then you've got everybody saying, you've got Richard and Dan saying hi to Hugh. Johnny, yeah, well, anything can happen. That's true, anything can happen, especially now that I'm on my own and the dog wants out. I've got Panzer just joining us saying hi Ross. So hi Panzer and welcome to the show. And he's also saying best of hugs. So we'll go back down to Matcam and we'll see where we've got up to. Okie dokie. As you can see, we've changed the angle on the camera a little bit so that it's a bit easier for people to see, I think. And as it was raised, not looking at my crotch. So I do apologise about that last time, but we are still messing around a little bit just to see which is the best camera angle, and seems like people prefer this sort of angle. So last week we got to basically putting the power pod together, which it now is, and we've got some more of the yellow parts done, and we started painting the main frame. So we've got to carry on with that, and I've got all the thruster pod painted ready, so they're already on there, all sorted. So we've got them ready to go on to the next part. So we're going to carry on painting up the main part here, main frame. So where's my brush? Oh, there it is. 2 0. Okay, so what's everybody been up to? Anything good? Oh, Stop whinging at me, woman. Look, she's not even down here. She's still whinging at me. Move the mic. Yeah, I moved it. Is that happy now? She keeps telling me off for not moving the mics where people can hear me. I don't know. Back room barracking from upstairs in her bed. And we've got Dan Harrison saying hi to William. And then we've got Richard saying hi, Graham, Panzer, and William. William Rowan saying hi to Dan, hi to Cora. There's Panzer saying, kind of saying hi to Cora, I should say. Richard Basil saying hi to Cora. And then Cora Pink saying hi, everyone. And then Hugh Gordon saying, evening, Cora. William Rayburn saying, Richard, hello. Spring Glue saying hi to William. And Dan Harris saying, hi Cora, hope you're okay and not in too much discomfort after your operation. Wish you a speedy recovery. Not too speedy because it means I get peace and quiet. Then you've got Johnny saying, someone needs to keep you in check. No. That'll never happen. You've got Quail Man saying hi to all. Then William Rayburn saying, hey Spur and Glue. And Panzer going, hi to Richard. And William Rayburn saying hi to Quailman. And then Johnny's got Richard Dan Harris saying, Johnny, good luck with that one. And then Cora's just saying, I'm okay, Dan, recovering just a bit slow. And if Cora wants to come down for 5 minutes and let Piggin Dog out, so stop him from yapping, it'd be handy. So on this one, we've just got the flat parts here to paint up. I'm just using the side of my brush to do the flat top bits first. Now our dog seems to pick his times where he wants to go out when, even though I let him out beforehand, he decides he wants to go out when I start going live. It's been a bit of a pain at the moment. Hopefully Mrs. M will pop back down in a minute and let him out. Oh, here she comes now. You pesky hoon. Quono saying hi to Spur and Glue. And you've got Richard Pazzle saying hi to Quono. Quono Man saying hi to Dan. Modern United in. Good evening, Fred. Welcome to the show. How are you this evening? And have you started on that Spitfire yet? So what's everybody been working on? Anything good? Oh, and also some breaking news. Fred is going down the Warhammer hold. He's been dropped off some Warhammer. So somebody's beat me to it this time. So I can't actually get blamed for this one this time, which is good. Which makes a first, really. Be careful going around it. So Fred, what's the name of that tank that you're doing for Warhammer? I forgot what it is now. I did look at it before. It looks like quite a good one. Is it the Lehman Russ, something like that? It's called. I'm not sure. On another note, I'm actually getting more airtime lately, as so to speak, on the live streams. Thanks to Fester67, who invited me along to help him out on Mr. Fox's channel. So big loves to Mama Fox, and hope you're still getting better. Everything's getting better for you. And I hope Fox is doing well as well. So hopefully you'll be back to normal soon. You'll be able to join in once more. It's Model Maker's Boom Hut is the Fox's channel. It's on a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. And that'd be me, probably Dad, and Colin. Can't forget Colin. We'll be doing that stream for him, just to make sure he keeps getting his views and everything, and getting his content out for him. And just so, like, Foxy, you know that you can actually finish a piece off from start to finish in a show, and I've done it twice. So it's all good fun. Okay. It does sound like Mrs. M just put kettle on. So you never know, I might get lucky and get a cup of tea as well, depending on what sort of mood she's in. And a little bit of good news, I might have a line on actually getting the full size, well, the Revel kit for the DSV sub as well. The only thing is I'm not looking forward to the price tag on it, because it is quite expensive. And I've got to try and explain that one to the missus. And that is, I think it's going to be about 90 quid for the DSV sub, which I would love to get, but it might just be out the realms at the moment. Depends if I can work out some sort of deal with the person, or I might swap one of my kits for his. Let's see. Oh, chat's jumped a fair bit. I'll have to go back and read through it a little bit. Here we go. Let's catch up on it. We got Model United saying hi to Johnny. Let's see. Oh, Miss Sarah Jane. How could I miss Sarah Jane? Sarah Jane saying, there you go. See, my wife's a good one. She even bought me a cup of coffee. Now that's good service, isn't it? Let's see. We've got Spring Blues saying hi to Fred, and we've got Sarah Jane coming a thumb up and say hi and good night. Been naff day, as not feeling too good. Have a great evening. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah Jane. Hope you're a bit better later on. Obviously, you could do is run out with severe Malibu depression. Then we've got Festus Workshop saying, okay, Johnny. And then Johnny saying, hey, Fred. Model United saying hi to David. Springley saying hi to Sarah. Panzer saying hi to Sarah Jane and giving her hugs. Quona Man saying hi, Richard, and hi, Cole. Model United saying hi to Johnny. And Johnny saying hello to Sarah. Dan saying hello to Sarah. Richard saying hello to Sarah. And Johnny's saying a Ducati Ross, making some progress. Good to hear. Which Ducati is it and what kit is it? Usually helps somewhere on the line, I think. And you've got Dan Harrison saying 172nd Airfix P51D and Revell Hawker Hurricane. What scale is the Revell Hawker Hurricane? Is that 72nd or 48? Then you got Hugh Gordon's on 148 Spirit of St. Louis engine detail. Nice. Chrono Man saying I've been working on moving house. Fair enough. Fred's just saying good thanks mate. Got Raiders the Lost Ark on, but this stream is better. Yeah. And we've got Warhammer not started Spitfire yet, as want to get more done on the pits first, then do Spit as a break from ships. Fair enough. And you've got Sprue and Glue saying slowly painting up my Tau Commander. Nice. And we've got Fester67's Workshop saying anyway nice Chrono Man, not riding the bike indoors. And we've got Johnny saying, oh yeah, I was going to stay quiet tonight. I'm going to try to stay quiet. Yeah. And you've got Dan Harrison saying, Sprue and Glue, nice one. Tau is a great army. Yes, because I was chatting to Dan earlier on today, and he was also looking at getting into the Tau army. And he was looking at getting some, I think it's mech suits, I think. Let's see. Oh, God. You got Graham Corbett saying, I'm waiting for my sinus infection to clear before building again. Well, sorry, you've got a bit of a crappy sinuses, mate. Hope you get better soon. And Chrono, have you moved it far from Sprue and Glue? First Workshop saying, have you got a sinus infection, Graham? The Corbett. And Sprue and Glue, Dan, I have 3 pieces now. Which you have, yep, and I've seen them. You got Graham McCall, yep, he's got a sinus infection. Dan Harrison might get a clip round the ear, Chief. Me? Why would I get a clip round the ear? I'm innocent. I'm too sweet and innocent to get clips round the ear. And William Rayburn, I have a Necron Reanimator ordered. Haven't been in the man cave in 2 weeks. Oh dear. Yeah, the Necrons are quite good. I've actually got one ready for Sunday to start. You got Models United. It's a Deathwatch Land Cruiser Raider. That's the one. You got Dan saying, Sprue and Glue, what have you got so far? So many great units in the Tau. Panzer Cannon saying, I think Ross deserves a fine for missing Sarah Jane. Yeah, but I did catch it in the end very quickly. And we've got First Workshop saying hi to Sarah Jane. See, Colin was even longer than Meg. So that means he should get fined, not Meg. So, Sprue and Glue, Piranha, Gold Star Battlesuit, and Ethereal. And Johnny's saying, Tamiya Ducati, 11.99, Penagel. And Graham McCourt saying hi to Sarah, and that means Graham should get a find as well, because he's very late saying hi to Sarah. Panzer Koning, nice try Fester, you also get a fine for missing Sarah Jane. Don't care, Panzer Koning from Fester. Then Dan Harris saying, Sprue and Glue, nice choices. Are you going to get some Firestorm and some Crisis suits? Riptide and KV-128 are also awesome medals. Graham, stop picking your nose. Might help clear the things up. Dan, I have no idea what is what, but still learning. Yep, well, there we go. And that's that caught up. So I've also just recently brought the new Imperium part works from Hatchet. I think it is Hatchet Part Works. If I remember right the name. And that is basically, I think it's oh, I can't remember. I think it's Space Marines against Necrons. And depending on what level you go in, you can actually get other things like the Tau pieces of armour and that. Depending on which level of membership you go for. But I won't be going in membership, I'll just pre-order it through my local WH Smiths. And I'll pick it up each week. And there's me thinking it's going to be $7.99 an issue. It's not, it's going to be $8.99 an issue. But then again, if you want to get into Warhammer and you want a cheaper way of doing it, plus learn how to do certain things or paint schemes and everything like that, the Hatchet Part Works are a very good way of actually getting into it. Okay, the Necrons aren't exactly the easiest ones to sort of like, sorry, not the Necrons. The Necrons are actually a very easy model to paint because they're literally basically one colour. But when it comes to painting the Space Marines, it's a different matter altogether. If I remember, they're Primaris Space Marines, so they do have a lot of fine detail to them. But if you like me and enjoy the detail and enjoy bringing it out, then yeah, go for it. Nice easy way to build up another army, which I've now realised that I've got 10 different armies, which surprised me a little bit. And I've completed, I think it's 104 different figures from those different armies. So yeah, I haven't really been building the Warhammer stuff that much. For that long really. I think it's been doing it about a year now. And it's all Dan Harrison's fault. He was the one who sent me my first Warhammer piece. This is why I actively encourage other people to have a go at Warhammer, because it's called payback. So all we'll wait for now is for Colin to build up his 3 different armies, and then we should all be able to have online battles. So that should make it more interesting. Because when Colin sort of mentioned the other day when we was on the live stream, he thought he only had one army. The fact that I actually sent him 2 different armies, or pieces from 2 different armies. One was Space Marines and the other was Necrons. As you see, I'm sneakily trying to get him to get more. Not that he's down the rabbit hole, of course. I think, like me, he's gone past that rabbit hole and he's now in the tunnel that leads to the massive great big chamber that just says, take my money now, and that's it. Just might as well. It's a lot easier that way. But we digress. So, have we got anything brilliantly planned for the weekend, anybody? Are we off out on holiday somewhere before they manage to throw their kids back at the school? I think it's either middle of next week our ones start back. Okay, a quick catch up on the chat. Dan saying, sprue and glue, no worries. If you're just starting out with the towel, very exciting times ahead for you. Very. And Sprue just put a thumbs up. Dan, I would like to have the TY7 Devilfish. Yeah, very nice piece of kit. You got, what do you know? Have you tried a plastic bag parachute on one of the Space Marines and throw out upstairs window like back in the day with toy soldiers? No, I haven't tried that yet, but it does sound like a fun idea to do. And then we've got Dan typically trying to plead his innocence, saying, it's not my fault, Chief. I shoved you through the door. Yeah, that's more like it. Not my fault you filled your modelling spaces up and opened your own store in your front room. Well, not really my own store. I've only got a few kits. I don't have that many. Well, I don't class it as that many. Fred, we must try that with Ross. Try what? I've jumped out of a plane before. Very good fun. Not so good now that I've actually got a bad ticker. But, But yeah, I've actually jumped out of aircraft before. They are good fun doing that. Now, seeing David jump out of a plane, that would be fun. You can just imagine his little screen going as he goes falling down. Right. Now we've got these ones to go onto here. So we'll just clip these off. Oh, that can go in the recycling bin. Oh. Little chunk of paint there. The aluminium next. Let's see. William Reber saying, no plans, hurricane on the way, supposed to get west of us, but you never know. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate, and hope all goes well. How does 10 armies get played down to not much Warhammer? It isn't. Maybe. Just, yeah, okay. Yeah. Supposed to go sailing tomorrow, but they are calling for heavy thunderstorms. Ooh. What you sailing? Because when I used to live in Gibraltar, I used to go out on a 23-footer. Just a little sailing boat. It's really nice. We basically used to go sailing up and down the coast. You should put into different ports and that lot. Used to be good fun. Another thing I was going to discuss as well. There's a lot of people lately been talking about different types of glue, and they're just saying like, well, I wouldn't use this one and I wouldn't use that one. So what glues do you mainly use or prefer using? I mainly use, for when I'm doing this sort of close work, the Revell fine nib ones. Shoot, you on? Oh, that's what I've stuck it on the wrong side, you pillock. That's better. I wonder why that won't stick as well. Stick you on there like so. Now we'll try again. This time the other side. Now I'm not too worried about the glue coming out the sides, just a little bit on this. But then it acts as though it looks like a weld joint that way. It gives it more of a realistic thing. But yeah, I mainly use the Revell glue for my models, even my Warhammer stuff. Now, when I'm doing my diorama bases, I use polycement for sticking the stones and everything like that onto my bases. So, and then lucky enough, I was almost ran out of my polished cement when I finished my Helldrake base. Okay, that's now ready to do that there set. So yeah, I almost ran out of it, so I've managed to order 2 more big tubs yesterday, and they're arrived today. I was quite happy about. And just so I can actually start on my Necron, I've got the base coat of the Rune Lord brass to go over his armour. So, and I've already got the yellow for the blade and everything, so I should be able to get that started quite nicely tomorrow. Let's see. Dan Harrison saying sprue and glue devilfish is good, but I would highly recommend the hammerhead. Yeah. Dan, methinks Ross is in denial. Nah, I'm not in denial. Girlfriend's parents, Morris 36. Very nice. Dan Harrison, sprue and glue. I could not agree more. Oi, stop picking on me. I haven't said anything wrong. I've only got a few Warhammer figures. Okay, a few more than some people, but a lot less than others. Dennis Harrison saying, Tamiya extra thin glue and some Revel as on your bench. Yeah, I do have both the Tamiya thins and the normal Tamiya stodgy glue, but I very rarely use it. It's just there if I do need it. And then Panzer saying, well, I use most of them, but not tried Fester's fluids yet. I don't think many people have tried Fester's fluids just yet. Bit early for that. And Dan, Spring Glue saying, Dan, I love the Riptide battle suit, but 53 quid. Yeah. As I said, I think to you before, David, you can have a look on some of the Warhammer sites on Facebook. If you're lucky, you can pick them up pre-built and primed, and they're usually for a lot less, especially if one of them's been like really badly painted. And I've rescued quite a few different pieces in my armour from Mr. Hebay, or Fleabay as most people call it. Panzer again, I'm a recent convert to Tamiya extra thin, but before that I used a good old Humbrol liquid poly and plastic weld. Yeah, we've seen your supply of plastic weld. I don't think you're going to run out of that very soon, Panzer. And Johnny's going, William, you down on the Gulf Coast? And Johnny, Mobile, Alabama, I think that's supposed to be. And Johnny's saying, total denial. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And as Panzer's saying, Ross, nothing wrong with having a stash. No, there ain't, mate, is there? It just comes in handy when you've got no money and you've got to just go turn around, pick something and paint it and glue it together. It's a lot more fun. And then we've got William Rayburn saying hi to Colin. Modelling eye, Colin couldn't resist. Got Dan Harris saying sprue and glue. Indeed, it may seem expensive, but keep an eye out on the popular auction site or Facebook selling pages. It's cheaper, and sometimes primed ones do come up. Yeah, I know they do. That's what I just mentioned. Yeah, I know, David, but if you've got limited budget, that's some of the ways I've actually first started out getting a lot of my armour. And then when I could afford to buy my own, I bought them, but just done them in a different paint scheme, so it's quite good that way. Johnny Louisiana is going to get hit way worse than us if it stays on the same track. Supposed to be a category 4 when it hits. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of wet weather coming in and wind. And then you got Panzer saying, suddenly realised that William is in, and saying, oh, hi William. Okay, before I start, while I'm waiting for that to stick together, I have been doing a few little hobgrots, because I couldn't wait to start the Dominion box set any longer. So I started playing with it and doing building a few of them up. So what we've got here is what they call basically a little hobgrot noisemaker. Let's get a bit of white paper, might make it a bit easier. There we go. There, give him a bit of a... Has that run out again? It has. Where's the light thing? This is where things go wrong. Oh, I try to charge my tablet as well. Now this is the fun bit. Try not to knock the camera. That's usually a good idea. And we'll go with that there. And there we are. So new round. So that's it. There we go. Might be able to see him a bit better now. There we go. Usually I'd probably turn your lights on, Ross. Just a quick hint. There we go, we've got a little hobgrot, and this one's actually classed as a noisemaker. So he's got a bloody horn. And that's noisemaker number 1. And then we've got noisemaker type number 2. And these are only tiny little things. And he's got a ickle drum. So yeah. Don't know if I can get a zoom that in or not. Just have a quick look and see if I can. Oh, there we go. We've got a zoom Z now. Here we go. Mr. Zoom has worked a bit better this time. So yeah, he's the one with the little drum. So that's what I've been playing around with that one. And then we've got a first banner scrapman. There you go, right there we go. Bring a bit more light in. So he's another little hobby grot. I managed to complete, well, I started these yesterday and I've got 5 of them done so far. So we've got another one there. We've got 2 different bannermen. What I was a bit disappointed in there is in that in the Dominion set you actually just get 2 lots of these, but they're both there's 2 sets of the same basically. And then we've got the Hobgrot boss, which has got a big sword in his end with blood coming down it. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with him. And then I finished off the first of the Stormcast. So yeah, you do it this way. There we are. So yeah, he got finished off as well. And that's my son who wanted that one doing. He got given that when he popped into the Warhammer shop with me so I could pick up some paint. Then accidentally came home with the Chaos Raptors. Chaos Space Marine Raptors. But hey ho, these things happen. They sort of accidentally fell into my pocket, into the box as I was leaving. So these things happen, as you say. Oh. Let's see. You got William Robo saying hi to Panzer, at least for the first ones anyway. Yeah. Just get, when it comes to getting your first ones, mate, it doesn't matter, because it also means that you get a chance to practice on them. And if you don't like what you've done, you can, when you get your own one, you can improve it to what you want to do yourself. And most of the Warhammer models, they generally break down quite easily if you use a bit of acetone. It generally breaks the glue down fairly quickly and easily. So then it's all, and then you can do what you want with it. And that's what I do with mine. And I've got one under my bench that I've got to start yet. And that was an eBay find. And I think they normally go for about 50-60 quid. And I think I paid about 23 for it. So it also gives you a bit of peace of mind as well, because if you do screw it up, it's not so bad because it doesn't really cost you that much money. So you do get a chance to give it a bit of practice in. Get back over there, you swine. There we go. So at the moment we're just doing the little hydraulic pieces that go between the float chambers here. Let's see, you got you got Panzer going category 4. That's one level above Dad, and he's prune gate. Yeah. And we've got William. He left already with the boat and went to Cedar Key, Florida. Now, and good that area of Louisiana. It's pretty low, gets flooded a lot. Sprue, leave my nose out of it, or you're under the bus. Brr. Sprue and Glue, forgot how good the commander suit actually is. I recommend it. Working on a smaller budget, then maybe look at Pathfinder's crisis suits, and definitely go with Piranha. Now, I had previously looked at the Tau army, but decided against getting it or getting parts for it. One, I don't think the missus would let me have another army. I think she would probably just turn around and say, yes, you've got 10, that's enough. Not that I could ever see that would be. But yeah, it's I reckon they're great looking pieces of kit. I think 10 armies at the moment, plus with all the stuff I've already got that's got to be done, then yeah, it's definitely one that's going to have to wait for a bit longer before I get that sort of stuff. Okay, let's get around here. Sorry about that, I'm just concentrating on this little bit here. If you don't get these looking right, they just look absolutely awful. And I don't want that. Yeah, look. See, look, I do concentrate on some things. Probably not always on the right things, but I do occasionally concentrate on things. It's like even when joining these things together, this kit has not been the straightforward one, because the main engine pod, when I glued that together, that did need a little bit of help. But then again, it's what you really expect from an old monogram kit, really. They tend to have their little quirks, almost a bit like the Tamiya FRS1 that everybody's so raving about at the moment, especially Colin and Dad. They're really loving their builds of them at the moment. Okay, so we're slowly winning. Yeah, for some strange reason, before I started my program today, I weren't feeling right. Don't know why, but You know when you get one of those days where you're just not with it, sort of thing. Well, I was feeling a bit like that earlier, and I just haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Why? Because normally I'm fine when it comes to doing this now. Not totally fine, but I'm fine. Because live streaming can sort of be a bit of a nervous thing, and I don't know, I just weren't with it today. But now that I'm actually back on again, it's not so bad. Whether it's because I didn't have the missus sitting behind me, she normally makes sure that I behave myself and get things right. But yeah, so that's a question for other people who do live streaming. Do you ever get nervous, even though you've been doing it for a number of years now? Do you ever still get those nerves before you first start a show? I think one of my main ones is that people wouldn't bother watching and they're not interested in it. So you're sitting there talking to yourself yet again. That's probably one of my biggest sort of worries, and that sort of like comes to me each and every time I sort of sit here ready to do a live stream. And no, Johnny, it's not the sick feeling of denial creeping in. Well, in a way, actually, yeah, you're probably right, it could be. It's denying that you are doing something you're enjoying. So yeah, I suppose you could do it that way, or class it as that. Well, not in denial the way you're thinking. But yeah, I think I still get nervous before I come on to doing a show. I think even Colin mentioned it once when I did a show with him. For the first sort of like 20-30 minutes, I was extremely nervous because it's mainly doing a live show with somebody else for the first time. And it's like, how are you going to sort of like work with another person? How can you sort of get that banter going? And it's not easy at first. Especially when I sort of like got dropped in it straight away when Colin said, oh well, explain what you do and how you know. It's like, it's like being in a deer in a headlamp. So it wasn't easy, but I think by the end of the show, I think I got myself somewhat back to normal. And yeah, I'm very grateful to Colin for helping me get more airtime that way. And it's also a good thing that we actually help in Fox as well. So that's always good. While he concentrates on Mama Fox and her hopefully speedy recovery. If you know. Well, been already going for 3/4 of an hour. Or nearly an hour, sorry, I should say. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, that's mostly the base frame sorted. So, all them parts in place. Now, I am going to have to do a bit of masking around these, I think. Because there's some black and yellow stripes that go around them and around that. So what I'll probably do is put me masking tape around it and then cut the slots into it. I think that might be a better idea on that one. So we'll find something else to build on it. That need a bit of paper out and go out of the way. That first. Yeah, that's the bit I want. So I've got all that bit done. Is it next? It is. Oh, get on that. Oh, the pickup bed, as they call it. So here we've got to put the base glass piece, but it doesn't tell you what colours to paint it. It's strange. The screen's clear. Ah, there we go. Paint with grey crosses. Okay. So we've got a cross light. All that lot in grey. Oh, this is going to be there we go. So it goes that way around. You've got to paint this all grey. Go plate. Looks like it. I didn't actually mention a colour, but that's definitely the piece. And yep, that way round, and it goes to that side. So those little holes there, and that one there. Okay, so yeah, we want the sea grey, which I did pull down here, but I've probably lost the bleeding thing now. Did I bring it? Oh, yep, definitely brought it down. Medium. Right, that's the one. Not a lot of it, so we're gonna have to probably get. Yes, that's gonna be. I think so. I'm not gonna have a medium figure. I'm sure I'll put more of that. Sky grey. Go into the drawer of goodness. The chair to move back. Tell me about medium sea grey. That's sky grey. Oh yeah. Wait. Didn't look loud. Getting worried then. Right, there we go. Okay, so the wide brush, and then we'll start painting this one up. I do like my layer paints. I would never use the Tamiya's again. I did try using them once, and then found out that they are no good when it comes to brush painting. Well, for me anyway, but other people will swear by them. But I do prefer using these ones. Right, let's have a quick look at chat and see what's going on. Oh, that's gone a bit jumpy. Ooh. Let's see. Sprue and glue. Forgot how good the commander. I've read that part. And you got only have a Baneblade, Fenrisian Wolves, and Stormfang and Thunderwolf. With Wolflord and a Repulsor tank. Not getting anything else. Yeah, we all say that. I started off by saying I was only going to get a couple of little Space Marines to have fun practicing me painting skills for me figures. Now look what's happened. And that's one of those biggest lies you can ever tell yourself, that you're not getting any more. Never stays that way. The all-consuming emperor will find you. Then it will steal your wallet. We've got Sprue and Glue saying, Dan, thanks. And then Darius goes, Sprue and Glue, maybe look at stealth suits and some fire warriors. All great fun. Enjoy your builds and buy what you can when you can. Yeah, very true. That's the point. Just move that back out of zoom. There we go. Back out of zoom a bit more now. And we've got Dad really loves that Tamiya Sea Harrier. He's thinking of doing a whole squadron. I've got another one he can do if he wants. I've got another 2 sitting here looking for hangers. Yes, they're such a lovely kit. Not one for starters though. Let's see. That 6 minutes dark within. I take it orcs off your hands, Chief. You can then make room. So you want to nick me orcs, but you're not having me orcs. And then you can make room for the mighty south. Yeah. If I started giving away my Dominion box set, I don't think the missus will be too happy about that. For some strange reason. I got that knowing look when I bought it in the first place. But no, I mean, I like doing them. I think they're great little things, especially the Hobgrots. I think they're great looking little things. Very easy and quick to paint. That's one thing. Once you get your colour scheme down and you work out which method you're using. Very quick and simple little builds. And they're not that expensive actually, them ones, which is also good. That's that side done. The side's nearly dry. That's another good thing I like about the layers. They dry really quickly. Whoop, no, wrong way. Nearly washed my brush out in my coffee. Never a good idea. Let's see. Have you never noticed how those in denial deny being in denial? Yeah, oxymoron. Talking to yourself is okay. Answering yourself is fine. Not understanding what you just asked yourself is the problem. Yeah. I do that quite a bit. Sprue and Glue, I don't know what you could possibly mean. For me, I'm thinking all the time, Fred, don't swear you're live. Yeah. I suppose in a way I've got a bit of a safety net because mine does stream after sort of Watershed, but I still try not to swear, because in case somebody's children want to watch this on replay later on, so I try not to swear. Screw and Glue's laughing at that. Are you going to build that half track behind you, Ross? Which one? I have one, two, I think there's about 5 half tracks behind me actually. Which one are you on about? The M3, M16, the M113. Not sure which one you're on about. Probably the M3, no doubt. But no, that one's going nowhere because that was sent to me by a very good friend over in America. But I do have the M16s. There's 2 of them in the same box there actually. I think I do have another half track somewhere as well. The American one. Do I have your... Dan, I have your Legions, so I think you know exactly what I mean. Chief, just be you. You're top bloke, and the best of all, you're 100% genuine and cool. Not to mention you're not bad. You're not a bad old stick. Oh, thank you very much, Dan. And Johnny's going so shiny. Cora Pink's going lol. Dan Harrison saying Sprue and Glue, that's the Star Wars Legion sets. It's a fantastic tabletop game, and I believe they are now on a second starter box set. Floods of better releases since. Yep, I keep an eye on that game. We should do. Johnny lol, she is at the shore today. Dan Harris is also saying Sprue and Glue, playing more than one tabletop game can be extremely damaging to the wallet. Yeah, but then again, I don't play at the moment, but that could change with my son wanting to learn to play, so hence the reason why he keeps asking to go back to the Warhammer shop, so I can actually sort of like learn as well with him. Sprue and Glue, just like collecting, building and painting them. No matter what you do, have fun and enjoy. Very true. Doesn't matter what you're building or painting, and that's one of the reasons why I have quite a big collection. So yeah, it gives me a lot of choice and great fun. And you got Johnny saying the M16. Yeah, I thought you might say that. This one is, well, 2 in there are actually sort of like not far off of finishing, but I can't get the bloody thing out there. Oh, good. Yeah, there we go. So these 2 in here are not far off of finishing them, so I just sort of like start and put them in the box when I get to the point. But yeah, you see, we are up to the bodies of the 2 M16s, because they're actually going to be going into a diorama that I'm building, and I've got the 50 cal, or is it a 40 cal? I think it's a 50 cal photo etch to go on it yet. The subframes are all in here, and the guns are in here that sit on the back. So yeah, PM me though, and we'll see if I can sort out the parts for you for one of them. I don't know if I'll use both of them, but if you're interested in one of them, just let me know and I'll see what we can figure out, and I'll see if I can sort all the parts out for you. Because as I said, I'm building 2 of them at the same time. So yeah, I think I'll stick that back in afterwards. Out of the way, stay. Yeah, because they're not so easy to get hold of now, the M16, for some strange reason. Mind you, none of the half tracks are. Dan, so Dan has Sprue and Glue, just like it. Dan, same to you, buddy. And then Johnny's saying the M16, Sprue and Glue, I have many interests and curiosities. Yes, you're one yourself, Dan. Very curious. Sprue and Glue, Dan, I think I'm the same. I see it, I love it, I want it all. Yeah. I think we all get to that point where we say, well, we really want it after we've looked at it. And then we suddenly realised, no, can't afford it. Boo-hoo. So then we will have to wait. It's not very nice, but we have to. Let's get this second coat on, and then we can look at getting it attached to the main body. So Johnny, how's that staying quiet coming out? Yeah, I think these have got the quad guns on it, actually. Yeah, these have got the quad 50s on it, I think we find. Yeah. Yeah, the ones with the quad 50s on it. Anti-aircraft sort of thing. But were very effective against ground troops as well. Yeah, they're saying like it isn't an easy kit to come by. So when I got hold of them two, it was like, ooh. And as I said, I intend putting them into a diorama at some point. And they'll get built and put on the shelf with the rest of the stuff. Which reminds me, I've got to build 2 more shelves tomorrow. Because the 2 shelves I put up from the Warhammer are full. So, yeah. Shelf building first thing tomorrow morning. After I've gone up into the loft with the missus and put some stuff up there for her. So, yeah. Whole fun and games, as they say. And hopefully get them all fitted before I start my next show tomorrow. Johnny saying wonderful, and then sprue and glue. Dan saying sprue and glue. I totally get what you mean there. Okay. So we've now got that sort of. So I'll give it a few minutes to, couple of minutes to dry off a bit. I think that'll go there. Those pods going there. Now there's a lot of masking that's going to have to be done, I think. I'm not looking forward to it because these glass pieces, or the clear pieces, have lots of checkering on them. And the fun part is whether or not I can actually get away with painting these up. And then you have to mask, because that is going to be a bit of a bummer to mask all these. So I might have to come up with a way of doing it. And you got Johnny saying, you and Luke are becoming carpenters now with all these shelves being built. Yeah, I've got 2 up there, 2 up there that I put up the other week. And within half an hour of actually putting them 2 up that side, I just filled them both, and they're over full now, I think. But yeah, I mean, it does the job, it holds them up out of the way. But there's actually now figures that are on the bench that can't fit up on the shelves. So I've definitely got to build some more now. Ross, remember to use the Hoover attachment lest you feel the wrath of the missus. Nah, it just gives her something to do. Stops her from getting bored when she has to hoover up. I know she weren't overly pleased when I built some shelves and that for a customer in our living room. Lucky enough we had laminate flooring down. And I made the mistake of using a router without remembering to put the Hoover attachment to the router. So it looked like Christmas in the living room. It was snowing wood chips. Even poor dogs got covered in it. I think it took me about a week in the end to get clear all dust out of the house. Yeah, she had that I'm not amused look on her face for quite some time. Oh, we've got, we've got JC Bricks and Building. Good evening. He's saying, evening Ross and everyone in chat. Good evening lad. Welcome to the show. And you've got Panzer saying hi JC and Fred saying hi to JC. So, question for you. Can anybody remember what their first ever model kit they built was? Mine was a Harrier. And it was the Airfix one. Back in the day. I think it would be what? 89, I think I built my first model kit. I think it was. I was living in Gibraltar at the time. And you got JC Bricks and Mills saying hey to Panzer and Modellers United. So yeah, it's a Harrier GR1, I think, if I remember right it was. And you got Richard Pezzle saying hi to JC. I can never go freehand in this. That'd be interesting. Give it a go. If all else fails, I can always clean it all off and start again. Actually, I want that one. That's the one. This can go either good or really, really bad. Some time. Looking right. This is why I always like having good quality detail brush when doing things like this. And tonight I'm lucky that I don't have the shapes. Otherwise that will screw it all up. It would definitely make a mess of this. And the worst part is I'll have to give it a second coat as well. Well, it's working. But yeah, it's going to take some time doing this part. Didn't really think about this one. Picked this kit to do on the live stream. So it looks like I might have to do a little bit of work on this when I'm not streaming. Because I don't think the time it's going to take me to do all these, especially doing a freehand, it's going to take me some time. Hugh Gordon, Airfix Spitfire around 1971. And you got Dan Harrison. My first kit was a Tamiya 135th scale Panzer II and Tamiya 135th Soviet T-34-85. Absolutely great kits and no regrets since. Good to hear. Richard Pezzle. That was like 50 years ago. I don't remember that far back. That's not my fault. If you think 50 years is bad for you, think about poor Fred. He's got to think even further back. He's also got to think about the haze of vodka that he's been through to remember. Ain't you, Fred? That's not looking too bad. This is going to take ages. Also helped my uncle with a Bismarck kit before then. He gave it to me when it was finished. Nice one. And Hugo said, and I wrecked it in the bath, as you do. Take it, it sank. Okay, so you can generally get an idea of what I'm doing here in a minute. Get this sort of like lined off a bit. Lucky enough, the little bits that are raised make life just a little bit easier to get between them. The right size brush, but the head displays nice is the right size. I'm going to work slowly back through this, I think. I think it's definitely going to need a second coat. But other than that, it's not looking too bad. But yeah, I mean, when I lived in Gibraltar, I got to know a very nice gentleman that showed me some of the models he had built, and I thought, well, they look cracking. And they're sort of like, goes, well, do you want to give it a go? So I thought, right, fair enough. So he gave me the little Harrier to have a go at first. Fairly basic kit, and it did help the fact that I actually really love Harrier aircraft. Probably the reason why I built somewhere along the lines, I think it's 23 of them, I think, so far I've built Harriers. So yeah, I've got enough of my own Harrier squadron. Let's see. That's me off. Good night, Chief. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, mate, not a problem. Take care, Dan. And you got JC Bricks and Bill saying night to Dan. Hugh saying night to Dan. Johnny, first kit was a Chevy Blazer Boondocker back in the early 80s or late 70s. And you got Panzer saying good night to Dan. And Dan's just saying good night, everyone. Have a great rest of the weekend. Stay safe out there and happy modelling. And then everybody's saying night, Dan. Okay, I'm going to have to quickly go and do something. Oh, before I actually get do something. The greets are back right back in a minute. Sorry about that. I do apologise about that. Oh, just needed to go. Okay, well, I think you can get the basic idea of what's got to be done with this now. If we just zoom this one in a minute. It work. There we go. Yep. Where's my little white paper? So if I turn it over, it brings up the crosshatch. So I've got to do that on all of these, and there's what, 4 pieces or 3 pieces I think to do. Or is there 4? There should be another one somewhere, I think. No, just 3. There's just 3 pieces to do, but it's going to take some time to do all of them. But as I said, we do have a giveaway to do. So I'm going to end the building at the moment, because I'm going to probably have to do these off stream to get them done, as they're going to take a bit of time. So what we're going to do now is I do have a question for people to answer. And no worries, when you got to go, yeah. So, okay, as I said, the prize to win is the Mortal Realms magazine, issue number 56, and it comes with a single figure, which is the Knight of Shrouds. Now, this little fella should look something along the lines of, where would I put you? Yeah, there you are. Should look along the lines of like this guy when he's done. So that's what he should look like when he's all finished. There we go. So yeah, he's a Night Haunt, and nice little builds to do. So that's what you'll get in this magazine. Now there's going to be a question that you're going to if you don't know it, you will have to do a little bit of research. But the question is, when was the Mortal Realms Age of Sigma game launched by Games Workshop? All I need is the year. So if you know the year, once this stream is finished and it goes to video, leave that comment leave the answer in the stream, in the actual comment section, and then I will get the random generator and pick out the winner next Tuesday. So you've got till next Tuesday, when I do my Warhammer Tuesday program, to find out when Games Workshop first released Age of Sigma. So when did it first ever get released? I just need the year. So good luck, and I hope you enjoy that, and we'll find out who wins this next Tuesday and get a random generator and work out. And hopefully at some other point I'll probably be doing a few more little giveaways here and there, and it'll probably be some more Warhammer stuff. I don't know yet. It might even be a model kit. All depends what I've got, or what if I've like that one where I had extra model kits of that one. I had copies of it, so I thought, well, there's no point in me painting the same figure yet again, so I might as well let somebody else have the pleasure of it. So as I said, the question is, when was Age of Sigma first released by Games Workshop? Okay, we'll go catch up on the last of the chat for the evening, as it's now been an hour and a half and it's nearly past. Richard President, no worries, when you gotta go, yep. And then Models United going, cool. Johnny going, oh Lord. And then we've got Models United saying, oh no, a question. Sorry, yep. Oh, we've got Lynn in. Hi, Lynn. So, hi, Ross, hugs. Sorry, I've been watching Chris's game. That's just not on. You mean to tell me you found Chris's game more interesting than my stream? I think I might have to get Panzer to find you. Don't worry about it. So, hopefully, Lynn, you'll have caught that. So I know you wanted to get into it as well. And that the question is, when did Games Workshop first release Age of Sigmar? Now, all you have to do is once this stream finishes and goes to a video, put your answer in the comments, and then hopefully you'll be one of the lucky people chosen from the random generator or comment generator, whatever it is. So yeah. So it's a little bit of researching for you, but it shouldn't be too hard to find, because it wasn't for me. So far we've got the base power unit done, we've got the part of the side frame done, and we've just got to masking tape that up, and then I've got to cut out little pieces, and I've got masking tape around there, and do the same to mask off where we're going to put the little black stripes and everything. So we've got the stripes to go onto there, and then hopefully that be sorted, and then it should fit somewhere underneath. Where are we? Ah, that way. There. Where are you? Where's the pinholes for this damn thing? Mind you, it will help you get the right around us. That's it. Yep, pillock. There we go. That will then sit on top of that part, and then this part, click that off. We'll get this the right way around now. So that one goes to the front. So this should fit onto there. But it isn't. There we go. There we go. And that should fit onto there. There we go. And that fits onto there like that. So that's where we're roughly going to leave it tonight, I think. We've now been on to an hour and a half. So we've got a rough idea of what it's been to look like a little chubby now. And we've got to work to get them to stay in position. But yeah. So, okay then. Go back up to face cam for a little bit. And let's go. Boop. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. Especially the fact that I've actually been left to my own devices by Mrs. M. Hopefully I haven't destroyed too much. I hope I haven't left you all bored. Kept you entertained, as they say. We've got Lynn just saying hi, Ross, hugs and everything. We've got Richard saying hi to Lynn. Then Lynn saying hi to Richard, Fred, Johnny, hugs. And then got Johnny saying hello to Lynn. You got Hugh Gordon saying hi, Lynn. But then we have to say goodbye, Lynn, soon, because I'm now ending the stream. So all I'll say is, well, there's one thing I can mention as well. If you hadn't noticed before, in the top right hand screen of my main view when I'm on MacCam, you'll see a little tab that gives my Buy Me a Coffee link. Now, that is purely there to help me fund buying more kits for whatever you might want me to do. If you wish to help fund this channel, I'd be more than grateful. If not, I'm not too worried. As I said, it's just there if people wish to buy me a coffee, as they say. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on Tuesday night at 10 o'clock when I do my Warhammer build.